Hey guys, Flo again with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. We are doing a vehicle spotlight for you today. This one's totally different. This is going to be for you lowered guys. So we have a 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 with a 5.7 McGoy's drop and some 22s. Let's check it out.
Custom Offsets team stands the team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
So what we want to do on this one is a little different. Because this is something we don't see super often, we're actually going to take it for a drive, as you can tell I'm driving it right now, and kind of give you a review of how this 5.7 drop McGoy's kit rides. So like I said, this is a 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500. This is like an LT package, so it's not super optioned out or anything like that, but you can actually pick these trucks up fairly reasonable and really change the look. It's kind of cool driving around town. Literally every person that's been outside, you can watch them break necks and they turn and check this truck out. So we're riding on 22 by 9.5 plus 30 heavy hitters. This is a chrome finish wheel. It does have a little bit of lip on it. He's also running the spike lugs on here, which gives it a kind of a cool look. And then the tires are a 265/35 Toyo Proxes. So this is more of a high performance summer tire. This vehicle is not going to be driven in the winter up here in Wisconsin. And it is just a two-wheel drive truck as well, for those of you who are wondering. But as far as ride quality goes, I would definitely say that this lower truck rides better than a lifted truck. And this is a static drop. You know, you have the option to go air ride too. If we ever get some trucks in that want to go air ride, we'll definitely bring that video to you, but this is static. Driving through town, it's really not bad. You know, like 25, 35 mile an hour streets, there's, you know, some bumps every once in a while and the cracks in the pavement, and you can still feel them like you're going to feel in any truck. You know, it's not a Cadillac, but it rides halfway decent, I would say. As far as compared to stock, you know, if you were wondering, you know, should I just leave my vehicle stock and take out the rear block, or should I do a drop? You know, not sure how aggressive you want to go with it. I'd say this rides fine for daily driving, especially through the city. So we'll have to take it up on the highway and kind of see what it's like there. So up towards 50 miles an hour here, the truck actually rides really nice. I'm pretty impressed. The major difference I notice over stock with this drop kit, there's significantly less body roll, which, you know, I've kind of a sports car guy, so I've always had cars, and I've had a few trucks, but nothing too giant. And I really like how this drives, you know, up towards 50 miles an hour or so, like through, you know, country roads or just the rural highways. The handle's nice, limited body roll, and this 5.3 in here actually has plenty of power for this truck. You know, it's lighter weight, being a single cab short box. But we'll just head over to the highway and take it up to highway speeds and see what it's like there. So we're just pulling onto the highway now. I can already tell on the on-ramp that it's definitely a little bumpy, rougher than stock for sure, but still not terrible. I mean, it's bouncy enough that it's like rattling the change in the center console here and the cup holders, but not unbearable. I think once you're up to speed and just kind of cruising along the interstate here, it's not bad. Something that I could definitely put up with daily driving. 100% certain though that this definitely rides better than a lifted truck, I would say. This isn't something, you know, that we usually deal with, so it's kind of a unique opportunity to get to drive a vehicle like this and share with you what it is like. I guess in short, it rides better than like a slammed race car or a stance car, but you still have to worry about scraping stuff just as much because the front is definitely very low. We'll have to get a tape measure out and see exactly what kind of clearance you have on the front lip. The nice thing about it is you don't have like the lugging, the dump truck effect like we talk about in the BDS versus rough country video. You hit the bumps and you feel them, but it's not like you're doing one of these down the highway where you're just bouncing around. Smoother than that. So better than a lifted truck, better than a slammed car, worse than stock suspension. But anytime you're modifying a vehicle suspension system, typically it's gonna ride worse than stock. You know, unless you're going for like a full, you know, like king coilovers or something like that, and a crazy long travel suspension, and then it's super soft on the road. You're gonna have a little bit harsher ride, and I think everybody who's getting into custom vehicles knows that. Sean would say, all right, where's the windshield wipers in this bad boy? All right, there we go. You know, part of it too is the small sidewall on here, you know, 35 series tires. Like that's what I'm running on my BMW. So it's a pretty low profile tire. These are 22s, which I think 24s would look awesome on this truck, but then you're gonna lose even more ride quality. And I don't know how much more I'd be willing to give up, you know, because this is at least like drivable. And with the 35 series, you still at least have some rubber there. You're not gonna just, every time you hit a pothole, you know, end up bending your rim or something like that.
Is this it? Is this the end? What sequence of events brought me to this point?